Mariah Carey pop today.
Were you really? I was really sparkly. Well, what's one of Mariah Carey? Let's talk about this before. One of Mariah Carey's big songs.
Hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out.
You're a closet Mariah Carey fan. It's Friday night. I was going to say it's Friday night, Sunday night. Blast of the Sash at night. Go with Paul. What's your quote?
My quote is... You don't even announce our guest.
I will. Nobody can see him yet, so relax.
My quote's from 1998. Character goes, well, I attend to Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague and had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times. Yes.
Our special guest, since Mike was so rudely interrupted me just a minute ago, the one and only Pokemon Joe. You have a quote for us tonight?
I interrupted Paul, not you.
Well, you just be quiet over there. I'm the host. Yep. Joe, do you have a quote tonight for us?
Why, yes, I do. The quote's from 1972. I went back a little bit, something a little bit more famous. And it's, leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Oh, that's...
Godfather?
It is Godfather.
Yep.
I think that was a line that was actually ad-libbed, too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Spider Grandpa, now it's your turn. Now you can talk. Wish we had separate mics. I could just mute every, whatever person, but I can't do that. At least I haven't figured that out yet.
Shut up. In the chat, we have Brian Spaceboy227 and Double S Comic Reader. They both said, hey, guys. Double S called Joey Pokemon Joe. That's pretty funny. My quote is from 1980. It's kind of easy if you really think about it. And the quote goes, you see, Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
Friday the 13th.
Really?
Friday the 13th. Well,
Is it the first one?
It's the first one. They're very first
one. It has to be. The start of the second one, she gets an ice pick in her brain.
Oh, she does in the second one?
Or she gets killed off in the second one, I think. Or no, in the first one she does.
First one, I thought,
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the one who survives the first movie. He gets the ice pick in the second one.
I just watched those recently, too, and I totally spaced it. Apparently, I was doing something else on my phone.
She ends up in the fridge.
Oh, that's right. She was in an apartment. He broke into the apartment and killed her. That's right. My quote is from... God, what year was it? 80s, mid-80s. It's the Wicked Witch of the West. It's Hanoi Hannah!
Good morning, Vietnam.
It is Good Morning, Vietnam. Like Joe was getting ready to chime in there, but Paul jumped in there and got it. We're going to start with the books. We're missing Drew tonight, though. He's got some other stuff going on. If you watch our last show, he's got a lot of personal stuff going on. Taking care of that, we definitely do miss him and wish him the best. And come back when you can, man. You got something else to say while there, Mike?
Just want to shout out Jock Yell popped in there. He said, hey, guys.
Oh, I was in here.
We got a few people 13 watching.
13? Really? On the premiere night of Walking Dead season, the 9 or 10? I forgot.
9, I think.
The last season of Rick Grimes. Jumping into the books, Paul, you said you read a lot of books this week, which is a little odd for you. Usually you're like a 4 or 5 book guy, and you read 10 this week, so let's give it up to you first.
Well, because there were about 8 gazillion books that came out this week.
Yeah, there were. I didn't get them all.
Let's start with Border Town. This book was really weird the first issue when I read it, and I didn't know what to expect, and it's still really weird. But I'm really liking its take on like Mexican Aztec legends, and one of the characters always wears a lucha libre mask. So I still don't know where it's going, but I'm going to keep buying it because it's really, really cool.
It has to do with kind of like an alien invasion or a monster invasion. Is that right?
No, it's basically it's like the Mexican and Aztec legends are on their own plane of existence, and Chupacabra keeps getting out and into our world, and they're chasing after him and all that shit.
Okay. Anybody else read Border Town? Border Town, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, anybody else read Border Town this week? Oh.
I did read Border Town.
Joe did.
Digging where this book is going. I like the fact that they take the old school Aztec stuff, and it's a bunch of kids, and they're all misfits and weird. And, you know, you got the big bad, and then you got the little troublemaker, which is the Chupacabra. It's kind of causing the problems with the planes of existence, as Midwest said. You know, it's been a great story. I encourage anybody to pick it up, but definitely pick it up from the first issue. We'll see where this goes. When it starts getting really weird with the illegal immigrant thing and things start getting a little too political, I'm probably going to drop it at that point. But right now, there's a good story. And the art's cool in it, too.
Yeah, the art, it's very stylized, but it definitely fits the story.
I know that cover B on number 1 was picking up some steam. That variant, like $15-20 for that book.
Yeah.
You read Border Town, Mike?
I did not. I missed that one.
Well, why don't you? I didn't read it either. Why don't you go with our next book, Mike?
Our next book will be Batman and the Mask: Arkham Dreams by the one and only Sam Keith. If you're not familiar with Sam Keith, he does have a very unique art style. I was first introduced to him in Marvel Comics Presents with his Wolverine stories. I feel in this book, if you've never read the Max back in the day, you definitely will not like this book. Batman is in the outback with Max, and Max is freaking out because the outback is it's pretty fucking stupid. Other than this Sam Keith art, this book is a blast. So,
anybody else read Batman and the Max this week? No, Paul didn't either. Okay.
no.
I'll move on to my first book of the week. Let's start with
Double S says, "Isn't Trump the Chupacabra?"
It might be.
Might be.
My first book is actually probably my turd of the week. I didn't even finish it today, and that is Blackbird #1 by Image Comics. So this starts out, this girl says she's kind of seen the visions. She's going to know there's going to be an earthquake, and it does end up happening. She ends up running out with her family. The bridge is collapsing. Gets saved by this ghost-looking lion thing, and it tells everybody to forget that saw everything. Everybody forgets but her, and it goes back to the future, jumps in 10 years, and she's still having these visions. She's pretty much a loser, and I don't know. She runs into a boy who's actually like this. What'd she call him? He is the Paragon. I kind of dropped it right at this page right here. I was done with it. So this is my turd of the week, my blast of the week, Blackbird #1. Anybody else read Blackbird this week?
No, a couple shout outs here. We got CR Comics to Toys. He said, "Evening, everyone." And we got the mighty Bruce Zayas, who took a break from WWE 2K19 to come in here and say what's up. He did take a break. It's good.
He's playing that Woo edition, isn't he?
Yeah, mine's coming tomorrow. I'm excited.
You gonna be going?
I read Blackbird.
You did. What'd you think of Blackbird?
For me, it's a soft stash. I mean, because I read past that part with the girly looking dude, and basically it's she wanted to learn more about magic and everything, and like you said, she becomes a loser. She's addicted to drugs and all this stuff, but towards the end of the book, she gets reintroduced to that cat lion thing or whatever, and it doesn't quite go how she expects. So it kind of put a little twist on it that I didn't expect. So I'll give it maybe 1 or 2 more issues to see where it ends up.
Did it bite her head off?
No, it kidnapped her sister. Okay. And she's like, "It was supposed to be me. It was supposed to be me."
I volunteer as Tribune. Okay. Nobody else read Blackbird. We'll jump into Joe's first book as he's taking a swig of his cough medicine, right? That what it was, Joe's cough medicine?
I'm going to go ahead and be the oddball and put out the first oddball comic book. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's my pick of the week. I think that's the format here, right? That's what you all do.
Yeah, sure. It's your stash of the week.
Old School Long Ranger. I'm going to tell you right now, this was a good read. It's a classic Western story. They're doing some new stuff with it. I don't want to spoil it. But if you can pick up the cheaper variants for it, definitely give it a read. It's a classic Western with some weirdness going on in it to kind of keep it up with the comic book themes. The art's pretty decent in it. I liked it. And, not to be the old guy, but I kind of liked the Western story. It was kind of cool.
I picked up Lone Ranger too. Looked like you got the ink variant or a black and white variant, whatever you want to call that one.
I got two Virgin variants coming too, but yeah,
it
was the one I was able to get on the spot.
Yeah, I just got the regular cover with the color. Yeah, I was hesitant because a Western comic in today's times, how well is that going to fly? I mean, right. Lone Ranger was very popular, in the 40s and the 50s, maybe even a little earlier than that with radio. I don't know the origin of the old Lone Ranger. I think they're going from the origin from the movie where he was killed and buried but kind of resurrected. They're going from they kind of touch a little bit on that. He's going back to see Tonto again, although Tonto doesn't really want to see him. And so I really liked it. I liked the cover a lot, but Drew made fun of me and said that's because I'm into bondage covers. So I really liked that cover. I thought it was really cool looking. The barbed wire does play a big part in the story and what's going out with lawmakers and all that kind of crap. Definitely a good read. And for a Western in a modern time, or not Western today, it was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Mike, your next book.
Since everybody is doing their picks and their worst picks, let's do my worst pick of the week, and that's What If. The X-Men were .exe/men. This book needs to be turned into What the Fuck Marvel, not What If. Like the X-Men are like computer programs now, and I hate this book. It's so fucking stupid. Big fan of the What If series, but passing on this one. And Domino here is just before having a camel toe. I just noticed that.
Nice. Anybody else read that What If book this week? No?
No.
Paul's muted if he didn't know. I don't know if he's trying to talk.
I said no, I read the good one.
Okay. Why don't you go and jump on that good one there, Paul?
The good one was What If Spider-Man. I always loved the What If series. This one is the worthy successor as opposed to the X-Men one. I thought the story was well done. The art was decent. And it had some changes to the storyline, but at the same time, some of the same stuff happened to Flash when he's Spider-Man, and it was just really good. This was a good What If.
Yes. Double S comic producer said, "Is this a fuck you, Marvel, Mike?" And definitely.
Joe, did you read the What If with What If Flash Thompson got Spider-Man powers?
My entire life's a What If, so no, I didn't.
No. Mike, anything else to add on that What If book?
Yeah, pretty good. This is actually my co-pick of the week. Paul said it all. We got some great stuff, great art. One standout part in this book, Flash Thompson as Spider-Man actually kills Peter Parker. So that was pretty intense. So great book, great What If story. So
I'm looking forward to that What If Spider-Man became the Punisher. That's supposed to be out next week or the week after that. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Okay. That was Paul. I guess I'll go with my next book here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go with. Yeah, let's go with this. This is probably my pick of the week. And that is Dead Rabbit #1 by Image Comics. So in this story here, the main character, he was like a thug and pretty well known. This is mass criminal and hooligan back in like the 70s, and he kind of retired, and he pulled off one big heist and retired. And the news always kind of keeps popping in and talking about him. Oh, the dead rabbit, blah blah blah, and they're talking about him here, and they're talking about you again, and then he's in there in the bathroom talking about his hemorrhoids or some bull crap like that. But he ends up spending all the money that he stole, so he has to kind of go back into it. So back into life, his wife or girlfriend or whatever, maybe it's his sister too. I don't remember explained or not. She thinks that he is going to play golf, but he's actually going to work. He works at Walmart as a greeter. They don't say Walmart, but he ends up following this guy home because he's kind of funky, knows something's up. He ends up finding out that he has kidnapped a couple girls, and he ends up donning the dead rabbit outfit again and jumping back into that life of crime. Actually, a pretty good story. I enjoyed this a lot. I'll definitely be picking up issue 2. Follow that going. Anybody else read Dead Rabbit this week?
Sure did.
What'd you think of Dead Rabbit?
Co-pick of the week.
Yeah.
His book was fucking awesome. I mean, it's the art really works with the story. It has that gritty type feel to it. He's getting back into the game. It looks like the only thing holding him back is going to be gone. And at the same time, his last big score was that $1 million, multi-million-dollar score. And the people behind that know that he's back in business and they're going to start looking for him. So I think this is going to have some good stuff coming.
Dead Rabbit, Joe, did you read that?
I passed on it, and unfortunately I got my worst of the week because I passed on it.
Oh, how about you, Mike? Did you read Dead Rabbit?
I did not read Dead Rabbit. I like collecting them, though. Dead rabbits are fun.
Yeah. Rats, we wabbit. Let's go back into, let's see, Joe, back in your book. Your next book.
Well, I mentioned that I passed up on Dead Rabbit for my worst book of the week. I'll go ahead and mention that one. And unfortunately, it's going to have to be United States versus Murder, Inc. Now, I read the first one. Great concept. It had the whole professional thing from back in the day with an uncle, trained some young girl to be an assassin. I'm all about that. And then all of a sudden, it didn't really do anything with it in the second story. The art doesn't really match the story. It's a gritty story, and it's super colorful, and I just didn't get it. Unfortunately, into 2 issues, I'm dropping it.
Anybody else read United States versus Murder? I didn't read the first one. Then I guess we're going to Mike. What's your next book?
Mike.
Mikey. Hey, Mikey.
Mike. Let's do Batman 56.
Okay.
Really quick, this is a pretty easy issue here. Got Batman tracking down, not to mention this badass cover right here, him and Nightwing. Batman tracking down the KG Beast. Best part of this book is not the story, it's the Tony Daniel art inside. Blast.
That's a blast?
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Oh. Yeah, the Tony Daniel art. I mean, dude, I don't know why he's not doing the art the whole time. He does some great stuff. The cover, the Matina cover, as well. That's just kick-ass too. The story, it was okay. I don't think it was the best one. Definitely better than a lot of other Tom King stuff he's been doing lately with Batman. It's far better than the wedding crap that was going through. It's a challenge for me because he's still trying to figure out what's going on with the assassin that tried to kill Nightwing, or we don't know if Nightwing's alive or dead.
Oh, he's alive.
He's alive.
He's got a scar in the shape of the Nightwing symbol.
Is he hiding underneath Batman's cape, huddling to his thigh for warmth and healing factor? I don't know.
What the fuck are you
talking about? I don't know. But I thought it was a decent book. So we'll see where it's going. It seemed like it's going to be a pretty hefty foe for Batman too. So we'll see. I'm not. Was that character that? Was that the first time he's ever banned the Beast? Is that his name?
No, he's been around for a while now.
Has he? Okay, I never have heard of him before. Paul, did you read Batman this week?
Nope, didn't have time to get to that one.
How about you, Joe?
I did.
You did.
I've read it. And the only thing that's keeping me getting this comic book since issue 50 is straight up the covers. The story has been so slow. No questions have been answered since issue 50. And again, the only reason why I beat it out because Murder Inc. was such a garbage fire that I'm still keeping this one on the pull list.
Wow.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire it is. I don't know if I have any other dumpster fires in my pile here. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I can talk about this one. Mobster Graveyard, #1 by Antarctic Press. Art was... I didn't like the art. Now, come from a guy who can't draw shit, but I didn't like the art in this either. Story was just basically... It's during the Prohibition. 2 detectives are trying to catch these mobsters... selling liquor from their basement. You end up finding out they're full of zombies or whatever, and they pop out and stop the detectives. There's kind of a big twist at the end. It kind of ends how the book starts. So they pick up this guy in the middle of a graveyard. I think it's a graveyard out in this middle of nowhere. And he ends up showing it back later in the book, and it ends up back in that same area. But other than it's a splash for me. I'm not picking up issue 2 for sure. Antarctic Press has kind of been on fire lately with other stuff, just because they have fairly low print runs. But it's a turd. Anybody else read Monster Graveyard this week? No? Okay.
Nope.
Then we'll jump back to Paul.
And we did one of my co-picks of the week. We'll do my other one, and that's, no surprise, Magic Order. This has been solid since it started. Looks like next issues... or everything's going to blow up. We're going to have open wizard warfare, and sign me up. I am so into this. This book's been great, and the next issue, I think, is where it's really all going to start going crazy. Stash.
Anybody else read Magic Order?
Yes, I did. I'm telling you, this is the story. I've been enjoying this, just like Paul. I've been enjoying this since the first issue now, and I'm technically not one of those guys that likes the wizards and those kind of stories. It's usually my wife's deal, but I've really been enjoying this. It's a great story, great art. It makes sense. Seriously, if you're not reading this is another one. You got to go out there and read it. I mean, it's just a great series. And my fear is that when this becomes its Netflix show, which you're already talking about, instead of taking this comic book run and making that the script, they're going to try to come up with some weird bullshit. This is going to make it suck. That's my fear.
How about you, Mike? You read that this week?
Nope.
No. Yeah, I read it. I've been loving this book since issue 1. I can't remember the name of the brother. Those are that one brother who has been reluctant to jump back into the wizard game because he has a family. His daughter got killed. Definitely pushes his buttons this issue here, and he's back. And so he's going to be kicking ass with his brother and his sister. They do show this great big monster coming to destroy. I guess it consumes and ages everything that's in its path. He kind of jumps in and kicks that ass, and it's a pretty good book. The art's on point too. I really love the art in this. This is what Oliver Coipel,
I think.
Okay. Definitely, that's been good too. Stash. My only downside of this is only going to be, I think it's 6 issues and then done. So. Joe claims that Magic Order is the story of the season. Jumping into Joe and your next book.
All right, I'm going to beat everybody else to the punch.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely another one of my picks of the week. Again, just like Magic Order, I have been enjoying Cosmic Ghost Rider. The covers have been on point. The art is edgy. It's got a crazy story that goes everywhere. It seems like everybody's included. I got this variant along with 2 other variants. I'm going to tell you right now, I like the concept of this story. What would happen if you took Thanos as a baby and you really screwed him up? And we're getting that answer. It's really cool.
Mike showed it off there. You read it this week too?
I did read Cosmic Ghost Rider number 4, and it's a stash for me as well. We got Thanos, Punisher, fucking running around. It's just been a great story since issue 1. Fucking, I don't know what else to say about this, but if you're not reading Cosmic Ghost Rider, something's wrong with you.
Did you pick up that cover B, that Battle Lines variant, the one that Joe was holding up?
No. You think he would have got me one too, but that fucker. No.
Yeah, I picked up one of each cover. That Battle Lines cover, it was badass. I don't have it sitting here with me to show it off. Maybe I do. No, I don't. Never mind. I know I have it here somewhere. But yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider's been killer since it came out. This one here, the Punisher Thanos creates a world that at first seems great and peaceful and butterflies and rainbows, and then look over the cliff and this town is being destroyed. The people who need to be punished are kind of pushed over that cliff and in there, and Frank's trying to tell him you can't do that, and he says, well, this is the world I built, and now you are essentially whatever Frank Castle tries to do, he's always becoming the herald for Thanos. So regardless of what the future holds out, it looks like he's destined to be the herald for Thanos. So Paul, did you read this too?
Nope.
Jumping on to Mike, your next book.
We'll do Sleepwalker number 1. Now, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Sleepwalker's a badass character. This one, Sleepwalker's dealing with Gamora's folding of the universes. Yeah,
that's it, Mike.
This is during Infinity Wars.
Your elementary education's coming through.
I will pee on your dead body.
That's isn't that abuse? Can you get isn't that a felony? Isn't it like degrading a corpse or something like that?
You won't care. You'll be dead.
It's okay. We're in the South. We can do what we want.
Oh, is that
we got the dismal swamp, man. There's so many bodies in that. Anyway,
moving on.
Throw them in the chest and peek the crabs. Will have it clean in about a day.
Exactly. In this one, we get some more character mashups, some interesting ones, like Fing Fang Foom crossed with Man Thing, and my new favorite, Little Monster, which is a crossover between the Hulk and Ant-Man. I'll keep picking this up just because of the Infinity Wars stuff, but good stuff. Stash it. Soft stash.
I passed on Sleepwalker. Paul, you read that one, though?
Yep. Kind of went into it with low expectations, but I liked it quite a bit. Part of the reason is it's got Todd Nauk art, and I've mentioned him before. He's pretty underrated. I thought Mini Hulk was fucking hysterical. I just have this image of him running around and kicking people in the kneecaps and shit. I never read the 90s Sleepwalker, but this is 4 issues, so I'm in.
Yeah, it seems weird that all the other tie-ins are like a one-shot, but this one's a 4-issue arc. I wonder if he's going to have a
big impact.
Yeah, on what's going on in Infinity Wars.
It's been optioned for a movie. Sleepwalker. It has.
Oh my goodness! Pick it up right now. Joe's excited. He's got it. That was you, Mike, right? No, Joe? Did you read that? What did you think of Sleepwalker?
I did, and I was that 90s kid in the early 90s, late 80s that read Sleepwalker. That's when I kind of started getting out of it once I joined the Army. I'm coming back, and I'm getting back into it. It was cool to see him kind of mixed up with some other superhero stuff going on. I dug this book. I think it's great. I really like what they're doing with this. What would the universe like if you collapse it in on each other? A lot of mixed up stuff going on with the Iron Hammers, Captain America and Doctor Strange mix up, and then we got Sleepwalker on top of it. Sleepwalker's always been a cool character. I think very underrated comic book series. I think it's great to bring him back this way.
Okie dokie. My next book is. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's go with Walking Dead. Another issue where not a whole lot happened, really. They're back in Commonwealth, and the riot broke out last issue. This is kind of the remnants of it. I mean, a little bit left of it. And Rick is kind of showing the governor that, because she's always said, well, haven't you separated yourself out from the people? I mean, you're above them. And he's like, no, I'm part of them. You know, so he's out there actually helping doing the cleanup. He convinces her to just, you know, her son kind of tells her to F off, but convinces her to step in and help clean up too. We also have the princess and what's his face, the main guard of the governor, doing a little brown chicken, brown cow going on here. You know, brown chicken, brown cow. Joe looked kind of weird, like, what the heck are you talking? You never heard the expression brown chicken, brown cow?
He means fucking.
A little brown chicken, brown cow.
I got the context clues, man.
Okay. But you definitely see the Dwight and Rick's relationship has been changing over the past few issues. You can definitely see it here a little bit more. Dwight saying, we can just take this place over. And Rick's like, well, hold your horses. But Dwight's very adamant about taking it over. So we might just see a division between Rick and Dwight going forward. And maybe that might be the next big arc, is Dwight taking saviors over and fighting Rick. We'll see. But it's good stuff still. Paul, you read Walking Dead this week. I know we were talking about it in the off air.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's not a lot happened, like nothing, other than the sex and cleaning shit up. But I mean, it's been going on like this for a couple issues. You know, there's just all these simmering tensions going on, and at some point, it's all going to explode, and it's going to all happen at once, I expect, and it's just going to be crazy.
Anybody else reading Walking Dead? I know, Mike, you said you still pick it up but not read it?
I do still pick it up, but not read it.
How about you, Joe? Did you read Walking Dead?
Nah, not my flavor, man.
Not your flavor. Not even a brown chicken, brown cow parts?
There's other magazines you can get for that.
We don't talk about... That's the other podcast. That's the other YouTube channel. YouTube After Dark.
You don't even need magazines anymore.
No, you don't. You can just show websites. Let's see. Who's up? Let's go back to Joe since he didn't have anything for Walking Dead.
All right, I'm going to go with another oldie but goodie that's been reestablished, and that is Zorro. That's right, the mad fencer of Mexico is back. I'll be honest with you, this is a 4-part series. I'll go ahead and pick them all up, whether they're crap or not. However, I did kind of like the art in this, and I did like the kind of traditionalism they went with it. I do like some of these kind of older stories, very action-packed, not a bad story. It's from a comic book company I've never heard of before, but the American mythological or mythologist production. Sorry, not a bad book. Like if I had to drop it for something else because money was an issue, like that, but because I'm rich and I can do what I want, this is actually a pretty good book, and I'm glad I picked it up.
I thought that might have been by the same publisher as the Lone Ranger, because I mean it's kind of very similar time frame, you know, when it was popular, you know.
I thought the same thing too, but I double checked just to make sure right before the show, and they're actually from 2 different companies, but I think they're scissoring. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean scissoring. I think they're.
Lord.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. I've been seeing that everywhere. People talking about scissoring kids. This is crazy. Nobody else read Zorro and the Scissoring Bandit this week?
Well, since Drew's not here, I got a funny story about that.
about scissoring. Oh my goodness. Moving on. Since I don't think anybody else read Zorro. Mike, your next book.
Let's do Wonder Woman, Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour. So in this one, it opens up in the mascara years ago, where a young woman mascara.
Putting on mascara.
Do you have mascara on?
Scissoring.
Dave?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Where we got a young Wonder Woman running through the forest from some witches. She's caught and then branded on the forehead with some magical symbols and shit. We flash forward many years into the future in the Hall of Justice, where Wonder Woman is warning the other members of the Justice League there's bad shit happening. And here's where I kind of wish like I've been reading Justice League Dark. I feel like I'm missing a lot. They mentioned the Upside Down Man. So I'm just going to blast myself for not picking up Justice League Dark and stashing this book, because I feel you really need to read that before you read this. Yeah, that Wonder Woman cover is just pretty sick.
If you're going to blast yourself, please turn off your camera first.
Yeah, we don't need to see that.
Too late.
I picked up that issue too. That's that cover B. I had to have that cover. I haven't read it yet. Yeah, if you're definitely missing out if you haven't been reading Justice League Dark.
I read the first issue, and then I was picking up something else.
So yeah, I haven't got to that one yet. That's supposed to be that storyline is supposed to be crossing over to, I think, Justice League and Wonder Woman and back to Justice League Dark or some bullshit like that. Of course, they're going to do that to us.
I think the next issues in the next Wonder Woman, or the next part of the stories in the next Wonder Woman book. So.
Well, shit, I really gotta pick up that. Paul, did you read Wonder Woman and the Witching Hour?
No, I did not.
How about you, Joe?
Funny story about that. I just wanted to fit in, really. I no idea.
Okay, my turn. I was really enjoying this book, and I picked this one up, and I thought, where the hell am I? This is issue 5. I should really know what the hell's going on by now. I don't really have a whole lot. And that is Garth Ennis, A Walk Through Hell number 5. I was reading it, I'm like, I felt like I had missed an issue. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Who's this guy? You know? A little more backstory on the two main agents who were locked in that warehouse. She confesses that she had went to that the child murderer guy and made him confess and made him look like he committed suicide. So we know that right now. But there's a whole bunch of this other agent that's in there getting attacked by all these little armed shoulder dudes, or what the hell those are, you know? And then when you get down to it, end of book 1. Nothing's been explained. We don't know why they're in there. We don't know if they're in hell. What? What's going on? I have no clue. Sorry, my daughter came in. Like, what? So I have no clue what's going on in that book. I figured it'd have some closure, but there's nothing. Hey, that's the end of book 1. There you go. See you later. Figure it out on your own. Damn you, Garth Ennis. Paul, you were reading that. Are you still picking that book up?
No, I think it may be in my poll still, but I haven't been reading it.
Anybody else read A Walk Through Hell number 5? Anybody else get lost?
No.
Chat. See, Dave, you're just a moron. You need to pay attention to bigger words.
No, chat's not very active tonight. We still got a few people hanging out.
People are watching Walking Dead.
People are watching The Walking Dead.
Probably. Or playing Woo Edition of the WWE. Go back to Paul then. What's your next book? Nobody else read that Walk Through Hell.
Super Sons. as expected. It was really solid. I don't need to say too much about it. The series has been great from page 1, issue 1, although it does have some great stuff with the mini Joker. It's just an amazing book. Everybody should be reading it. Stash.
Maybe I'll read Super Sons, Adventures of Super Sons this week.
Super Sons, eh?
Super Sons, eh? No, Mike, you didn't read it either?
No, I missed it. I have been reading it.
I haven't. It's another book I didn't read this week. I got so much other stuff going on. So, moving back on to Joe. Your next book.
Let's go with let's go with this. Let's go with Spawn 290. Now, first off, the variant by itself is enough to pick up this book with that beautiful green in it. That is beautiful.
Isn't it Matina?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've been doing Spawn covers too.
Yeah, this is a great cover. It's great art on the inside. I do my best describing stories without trying to ruin them, but I'm that guy that's always got a foot in his mouth. So I don't want to do that, but I'm going to tell you right now, again, if you're not reading this and you're finding out from me, the guy that's always late on things, you're behind the curve. You got to catch the story. You at least got to go back 4 issues on this. This has just been absolute fun to read. It's kind of badass. It keeps me awake because I do all my reading at night anyway. And just the covers. I'm a covers guy. I love the art on covers, and this has just been beautiful.
Yeah, I've heard that they're leading up to something fairly big for issue 300. Now, I don't know if that's conveying that right now. Is that?
I would say that there's the start. That's why I'm saying go back about 4 issues and start catching it there because you hear subtleties in the story, and I think it's going to be big. And if it lets us all down, yeah, I'm sorry. It doesn't.
Big shout out to our to Jason Smith. He's like, who's that? That is Pokemon Joe, a friend of mine who lives nearby. Go sub him up. He's got like 2 subscribers.
They scissor on
Jason,
the weekends.
Jason, we've met before in the chat room, buddy. What's going on?
I don't think anybody else really reads Spawn on the panel. So we'll jump to Mike, your next book.
Let's do Shatterstar, number 1. One of my favorite members of X-Force back in the day. And rest in peace, Shatterstar. I know he died in Deadpool 2, which was good because he looked fucking stupid. Yeah, like I said, I used to love Shatterstar. We learn now that he's a landlord for a building for outcasts from other dimensions. He actually goes to a play in this, and he comes back to his building, and everyone's dead or kidnapped. So he suits up, grabs his swords, and he's going to go after the kidnappers. So I kind of dug this. I'm going to stash it. Pretty decent art. So.
Oh, I passed on Shatterstar. I figured he's just going to die in a chopper accident. Paul, did you read Shatterstar?
I did. And I went into it with very low expectations and was surprised that I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the artist who did the flashback art, but the regular art was really good, and they definitely set up a pretty good storyline. I look forward to seeing where it goes. I mean, he looks like he's ready to kick some ass at the end of it.
Yeah.
Joe, did you read Shatterstar?
I didn't because I was so scared that they were going to do a replay on the 90s, and back then I thought he was kind of stupid. So I may have to go back.
Hey,
they cut off that stupid ponytail
and that stupid helmet thing. Like there was no reason for that.
Wasn't that Liefeld's art in that book originally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pouches.
Yeah, because the guy had no feet,
and he had lots of pouches.
Lots of pouches. Okay.
And hey, swords are really cool. What if we made a sword with 2 swords?
2 swords, because I made him extra badass.
CR Comics The Toys said, if I've read Spawn 1 through 30, is it worth picking up now, or would I be lost?
You
that's
pick
like
up about
300.
200.
Yeah, that's like 300 issues of backstory. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm sure I'd be lost.
Like I said, I just recently started picking it up about 285. I started picking it back up because I like the variants. I started reading the covers, and it's a complete story arc there. So that's about what you want to be looking at, or at least in my opinion.
Oh, my next book, another Image. Image had a lot out this week in number ones. Errand Boys, number one. So the main character, Jace, is an errand boy. He ends up running, stealing, delivering packages wherever he can. He ends up breaking up with his girlfriend, or I guess they never really were girlfriend, Max, I think is what her name. She's an alien-looking dude. And
She's a alien-looking dude.
alien-looking
Yeah,
chick. Sorry. Sorry. Well, maybe there's no genders in the future in this world. We don't know. Alien-looking chick. How about that? That better? Sorry. Not the best at describing stuff. I apologize, Mike.
I got excited for a minute, and then you said "dude," and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Okay. Then he finds out his stepmom dies, leaving him in the custody of his 13-year-old half-brother, who kind of looks like Marilyn Manson. Right there in that bottom corner, right over here. Kind of looks like Marilyn Manson.
Not really.
Oh, I got that. I got Marilyn Manson. So that's all I thought of the whole book. He ends up taking him kind of under his wing and teaching him how to be an errand boy and be all dangerous. But it's a blast for me. I won't be picking up Errand Boys number 2. So, Errand Boys. Anybody else get it?
I did. It's a soft stash for me. I mean, it was a nice change of pace. It had some funny moments. My favorite part was when he's with his 13-year-old stepbrother and he's bringing him along on this job, and he's like, "Oh, is this going to be dangerous?" He's like, hell no. And in the next panel, they're running from this 30-foot tall bird that's trying to eat him and shit. And it was nice to be able to just kick back and read one that doesn't take too much thinking.
And plus, he had a sexy looking kind of girlfriend dude, right? Nobody else for Errand Boy? Going once, going twice. Moving on. Joe, your next pick.
My next pick will be as Guardians of the Galaxy. I got to go here. This has been a fun read. Granted, this is only number 2. I have the variants coming in the mail here soon, but I really like this. I didn't think I would. I hate it when they take good stories from other and kind of like the crossover stuff, and then they make the crossover sort of stupid. This is actually working well with Nebula having problems with her sister. Where did we get that concept from? She wants to go kick some ass now because she collapsed the universe. And now you got all these different types of store characters that are mixed up and a lot of sneakiness going on. It's a sneaky story. I'm liking it.
Sneaky, sir.
And it's working. And the art is kind of freaking awesome in it. I'm enjoying that too. I still don't know where the little frog Thor thing came from. I'm a little behind on my comic books. I don't know if that was something from, before. Mike shaking his head, yes, I'm going to go with that. I thought that was kind of silly, but the rest of it's real good. So, yeah, this is... I think I'm going to follow this for a while until it doesn't make sense.
You must read Ask Guardians of the Galaxy. God, I want to say Ask Guardians for some reason. It keeps popping into my head. Ask Guardians of the Galaxy.
I could find that book for you.
You probably could. It would be in behind that curtain at the comic book store, where it says adults only 18 and plus.
When me and Joey open up our own comic book store, we're going to have that curtain. With that room.
And you know what's going to happen? People are going to open those curtains. They're going to find you naked with your log hanging out. Surprise! That's what's going to happen. That's it. So, who else read Ask Guardians of the Galaxy?
I missed it,
Yeah,
but
I
the
bet
first
you
issue
did.
was pretty fucking good.
Big old pile of
Woo.
Mike log. Paul, did you read Asgardians?
No, but Mikey, when behind the curtain, he'll have a life-size cutout of the Batman Damned cover with a hole for his junk.
Dude, we could have that. We should have our own Blasted Stash stand at a con and have that as a cardboard cutout. That would be funny as hell. Okay, moving on.
Oh man.
I guess Mike, you're up.
What do I want to do? I got 3 books left. Let's do another pick of the week, and that's Superior Spider-Man #1. This is probably the best Spider-Man book going right now. We get Doc Ock coming
It's
out.
#1, dude.
Huh?
You're like, it's the best book going. It's #1.
Well, it's fucking awesome. We got Doc Ock chilling over in San Francisco now, taking on some fucking C-list villains. He's trying to recruit them to his side, and be heroes. This Spider-Man fucking kills. He decapitates one dude. I forgot his name. This is great stuff. I was so happy with this book. I got this awesome-ass classic Doc Ock cover. Stash it. DruManchu is in the chat.
I didn't. That's one of the books I did not get to again this week. I just got cover A. But this is a tie-in to the Edge of Spider-Geddon, right?
Not too much.
That says Edge of Spider-Geddon in the top corner on mine.
Well, you know what?
That was a softball, Mike. That was me kind of going, here, talk about
Shut your fucking mouth! Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet. We're almost there, though. Maybe I'll just read the Superior Octopus? Octopi?
Let me see. Oh, it is. There is some Spider-Verse. I forgot the little short story at the end there. Yes. So it is a kind of a tie-in.
Maybe I'll just read that this week. No.
Yeah, that's that dude getting decapitated by the Superior fucking Octopus. My new favorite Spider-Man.
He's a little Doc Ock's a little thin there, isn't he?
Well, that all happened in the clone conspiracy.
Well, I know that there was like a brain swap or a mind swap between Doc Ock and Spider-Man and Superior Spider-Man. Did they kind of do the same thing here?
Kind of, but body. Here's the fat Doc Ock. So
yeah, I see the fat Doc Ock. Yeah.
Yep. He's got a pretty big bulge down there too.
He does. That's not even. we're gonna get
Maybe he was looking at the
coming up.
Maybe he was looking at the X-Men What If cover.
You know, I blame this on Batman Damned. Now every single time somebody's on a comic book cover, we start looking at their crotches.
Nah, it didn't take that for Mike. Mike's been looking at the crotches for years.
And who doesn't have a copy of Batman Damned? Me.
You do. It's just so sticky you can't show it to anybody. Okay, moving on.
Don't judge me.
My last book for the night that I read this week, Aftershock, The Lollipop Kids #1, written by Adam Glass, and I guess co-written by his son. His son kind of stepped in and helped out a little bit with this. So this story goes, there's this girl, she is autistic, but she is really, really smart, and she's found a way to kind of cope and get through school, dealing with that. Her and her sister both used to go into the Central Park all the time when they were kids and play, all the time until her mom got killed, and it kind of changed a lot with her sister, and her sisters ended up missing. So she goes into the park trying to find her because she wasn't in school. She didn't show up last night, and she ends up finding all these clues, and ends up running into this big werewolf-looking thing, jumps out at her, and then the Lollipop Kids all show up. They're like in a secret part of Central Park. This wasn't too bad. They tell her that she is one of the original part of the original. Oh my goodness, I can't talk tonight. She is an ancestor of the original people who came over to protect from these monsters. So she is going to be one of the Lollipop kids protecting New York and Central Park. Not a bad read. I'd probably pick up issue 2 to kind of see where it's going. Anybody else read Lollipop Kids this week? And no, it had nothing to do with the van with curtains on it, Mike.
No, but we got a free copy of it at in Baltimore somewhere.
Kids.
Yeah, I read the one we got in Baltimore. It's actually a 0. It's a limited exclusive.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was okay, but again, if I want to read that story again, I got so many to choose from. I got Border Town. I got Burnouts. Again, it's starting to become that kind of deal with the misfit kids trying to do something. So I don't really see any difference in the story. So I was like, I don't think it was great to get it for free. It was great to get an exclusive, but I don't think it's something that I'm going to be picking up because I have so many other options with these other books.
What cover did your exclusive cover have? Do you know? Do you have anybody have it right there?
I don't have it with me. It's upstairs.
I could. Oh shit! I almost dropped shit all over the place. Let me see if it's in this pile.
The cover A that I bought, I thought it was on the website. It was a different cover, so I was wondering if that exclusive one was that cover.
Oh, here it is. This is a number 1.
It is.
Let's see that cover. Oh, okay. No, so that's not even a cover that it even shown. Okay.
Yeah, it's got Baltimore Comic Con down there.
Oh, cool. Paul stepped away from his camera and mic, so I'm assuming. Oh my goodness, he didn't read it. So why don't we do a lightning round real quick? We're at almost an hour long going into comic books. Jeez, oh Pete.
All right, let's lightning round this shit.
Joe,
I only got 2 books.
We'll start with Joe. Lightning round. What are the books you read this week?
We got Weapon X with this beautiful Man-Thing cover.
That's a cool cover.
I wasn't a big fan of this. I got into this book late. Great story, great art, and the covers have just been sick. Also, I know they're a week late, but I went ahead and picked up Heroes in Crisis with this very unique cover right here. The variant cover.
I hated that book, FYI.
That is great. And then last but not least, besides some dollar bin stuff that I got this Justice League. And of course, I had to go with the rare variant on this one. I believe this one's a 1 in 100. Again, I already read the story, but at this point, I'm just collecting great variants. And other than dollar bin stuff, that's what I got this week in red.
Hey, Mike, you're up.
All right, just 2 books here. First off is Typhoid Fever featuring Spider-Man. Let me switch my camera back on. Right there. This is actually halfway decent. Get a little origin story of Typhoid Mary. Then she ends up at the end there fighting Spider-Man, and he is gone. Midwest is gone.
He is.
I guess this is going to tie into Typhoid Fever featuring the X-Men because they show up at the end of this.
That had a pretty cool variant too with it. That cover B, that Battle Line variant.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Then unfortunately we get the first issue of X-Men Black featuring Magneto. This was fucking absolutely horrible. This is a blast. And this is Claremont writing this shit. So that was my lightning round. I am done.
Only other books I did not get to this week. I didn't get to either one of the What Ifs, so I'll probably pass on the What If X-Men. I'll probably check out the What If Spider-Man. Justice League number 9. I missed that cover B on that one. And Spook House 2 by Albatross. Our sister isn't just a jerk. She's the devil! So these are kind of cool kid kind of Halloween stories and stuff like that. So and it says, learn how to rid your siblings of possession in 3 easy steps. Load the gun, point the gun, shoot the gun. Thank you. Moving on. I think, but before we jump into your segment, Mike, I got something I would like to share with everybody else. This person
absolutely
got a hold of me. They have a Facebook page called Sharp Edge Comics. If I go to their page here, kind of scroll down. Get rid of these little doohickeys. Why are my little message boards up? I don't know who I was talking to. I don't want you seeing them. See, they have some. It's been a while since I've flipped through their page. So there's some of the art from the book right there. There we go. That's some decent art right there. So they wanted me to share this page. To kind of go check them out. Maybe give them a like on their Facebook page. They're going to give us a shout out as well. So Sharp Edge Comics on Facebook. I'm not even going to go to that friends request up there. I don't want to show you that. That was pretty nasty stuff. That's a picture I showed you in the off air. Oh, god damn. We have a giveaway tonight too, but I think I'm gonna go to your thing first, Mike.
My thing?
Your thing.
Do you want my thing?
I don't want your thing.
Shut your fucking mouth!
You can talk about your thing.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna make sure I mute my mic just for a second. I can get some water.
Okay. All right, hurry back. It's just me. It's just me and Joey right now. So this shit's gonna go downhill quick. All right, a lot of Funko news. Got a lot of Funkos to show off. We are coming on the edge of the NYCC exclusives. I'm sure you guys have got a bunch of those. GameStop exclusives coming out. We're going to get a couple more Jim Lee ones. Aquaman and The Flash. You could pre-order those in store. The Purple Rain print has been delayed. Apparently there was a misspelling on the back of the box. Diamond Collection Baymax, September 27th. We actually saw those in stores today. The next one is going to be the Diamond Collection Mulan, and that releases soon. Paul said his PC froze up. We'll try to get back soon. We got this. Metallic Pennywise is coming soon. Let's see, what else? At Target, they're going to have a Batman Classic TV series box. It's going to have some socks in there and a couple pops, Batman with a gas mask, and Penguin spraying Batman in the face with whatever poison he has in his umbrella. Target exclusive Al Bundy is going to be releasing early November. Best Buy exclusive. Is Dave back? Can we put our clothes back on now? Here he is. That's not water, that's vodka. Best Buy exclusive T-51 Power Armor from Fallout. That'll be mid-October. Box Lunch exclusive Anti-Venom should be out now. It's supposed to release on October 5th. Anybody collect on pint-sized heroes? I don't have. They're all upstairs. I don't have one right here. But they are making display cases for them now, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to cut this real short here. They're making a slew of new Cuphead pops. Alita, Battle Angel. That movie looks badass. We're getting some Die Hard pops. John McClane. Hans Gruber.
Hans
Gruber. There's gonna be a GameStop exclusive of him. Tony Vrecki and Al Powell. He's gonna have his Twinkies. Let's see here. Next Marvel Collector Core box is Marvel Studios 10 years. Hot Topic LA Comic-Con exclusives. We're going to get a Chrome X-Force Colossus, a glow-in-the-dark Doctor Strange / Ghost Rider pop, and Hot Topic girl. Drew's in the fucking house. Rocky and Bullwinkle pops are coming. Into the Spider-Verse, the animated.
Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Into the Spider-Verse. We're getting the animated series featuring Miles Morales. We're getting a bunch of pops from that. They have started showing up in stores. I picked up one today. What's up, Drew?
Hey, what's going on?
Wreck-It Ralph 2, bunch of pops there. Woody Woodpecker pops. I think, Dave, you shared this link. The Masters of the Universe inspired DC Primal Age figures.
I gave you that link, yeah.
Yeah, they look actually pretty good. You're getting Batman, Ace the Bat Hound, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Joker, the Joker Beast, Scarecrow, King Shark is one I want, Mr. Freeze, and just like Castle Grayskull, we're getting Batcave.
So they look just like the Master Universe molds, but DC superheroes.
They're doing a bunch of figures like that. I saw a bunch of horror ones today, Jason, Freddy, and all that. Some of them look pretty stupid, but I like these DC ones. And last but not least, Walmart exclusive. These are supposed to be hitting late October. We're getting a Chrome Thanos pop for every color of the Infinity Gems.
Oh,
so I want to try to get all those.
Of course you
do. Hey, fuck off there, all right?
I'm with you. I want them too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look out for you if you look out for me. We'll take care of each other. Did pick up a shit ton of fuck up. Every Jason at my Walgreens was damaged. Wow. Big shout out to Trinity Comics, Trinity Entertainment. Like I said, pick up a slew of pops. First off, found Matthew Stafford from the Detroit Lions today. Grabbed him.
Who?
Matthew Stafford,
never mind,
our quarterback.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You don't care about Matthew Stafford?
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. I'm going to hell.
I picked up Marsha Brady from the Brady Bunch. And there is the set right there.
Oh.
They have Broken Nose Chase.
I wish. That'd be fucking awesome. Picked up Bobby Brady from the Brady Bunch.
We're going to have the pop moments where the oldest Brady's in bed with his stepmom.
Well, if you see, he's got the football in his hand there. I just noticed that.
Uh-oh.
What else? Found two of these at Target. Gave one to Joey's wife. That is the Target exclusive Baby Audrey 2. As you can see, she is planted in the coffee can. Found one of those. My wife got this one for her Gargoyles collection. Right there.
I need to find that series on DVD or Blu-ray.
Picked up the Fall Convention exclusive Supergirl. Chandler Bing from the new Friends series. This is the only one I needed besides the Monica with the turkey on her head. Still need to grab that one. That's a flock of seagulls here to cut. You never watched Friends before?
Dude, I had better things to do with my life back in my early 20s.
What?
Oh, you put me on the spot here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Picked up this one. This is Fall Convention exclusive. These are the New York CC shared stuff. That's Hermione Granger with the sorting hat. Let's see. Picked up the Hot Topic exclusive Beetlejuice, where he's in his wedding tuxedo.
I thought it was Joker at first when he showed the side.
Picked up Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch. Got his guitar. Picked up Travis Barker from Blink 182.
That's pretty sick.
And they also have Mark Hoppus as well.
Wasn't there a third one?
There was a third one. There might be somebody who's there.
He's not in the band anymore.
Picked up Alice from Brady Bunch.
Do you have the butcher bringing the meat?
Oh, I do have the butcher bringing
Sam
the
the Butcher. Oh, yeah.
Picked up Orm.
Nice pork
Aquaman. Or Ocean Master, whichever you prefer. There. Dropped one. From the new Into the Spider-Verse animated, I picked up this version of Miles Morales. Not sure what's going on there, but he's kind of dressed like Spider-Man. Peter Brady from the Brady Bunch.
Lord, how many Brady's did you pick up?
He got all of them.
I guess so.
The whole bunch.
The whole bunch.
Dark Willow from Buffy.
Very
Cindy
good
Brady.
and all.
Get
Yes.
some shit on her face.
Yeah.
Cindy Brady from the Brady Bunch. Black Manta from the new Aquaman movie. What else? Here's Lydia Dietz in her wedding dress from Beetlejuice. First appearance, Wonder Woman. Hot Topic. No, not hot. Is it hot? Yeah, Hot Topic. This case is kind of cool. If you can see it in the back, it's all shiny metal.
Yeah, the
And
gold
it's-
foil and
it's
everything.
gold. And, yeah, it's pretty badass. So grab that one. Picked up Aquaman. It's kind of cool. He's kind of got some water underneath
Aqua Bro.
his Aqua Bro.
Fish Whisperer.
Oh man,
The ladies call me the Fish Whisperer.
Right.
When it,
Baltimore
Flash.
Public Schools.
wow. Speaking about chupacabras,
I feel like another block is happening here.
and last but not least, for the Funko Pops, I got just Mira and her normal fucking stuff. That's all the pops. I did pick up a couple other things. My Barbie doll. Go ahead, Joey. Right here.
This dude got a
That's
Barbie
pretty
doll.
badass.
He got a Barbie
Spider
doll.
Gwen.
The best part about this, even in the
It's
action
Ghost Spider.
figures, they even put Ghost Spider. It's not Spider Gwen no more. So pick that up.
But it's still a Barbie, though.
Who gives a fuck?
Every straight dude out there.
No, I support you. Support you, Mike. All things Spider Gwen.
I saw this as I was checking out of Hot Topic. I saw it and I had to have it. And this is DC Bombshells Mira.
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
That is
And
pretty cool.
so this was about $30-$35. I had to have it.
Show me on the Ghost Spider where he touched you. That's what the comics missing.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Huh?
So yeah, she got some baby making hips on her right there.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
Some birthing hips.
And here's a couple more.
Harley Quinn. Who's the one in the end with the mic?
Wonder Woman. Oh no,
Black Canary.
Black Canary. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
So, that is all I got today. All in one day.
All in one day. That's exhausting. Damn. I only got one this week. Go ahead, Joe.
I was with him when he got about half of them. It was a very long day.
And then this fucking Hot Topic, the goddamn AC was broke. So I'm fat. I was sweating. Everybody's getting cranky. And
He was sick into everything in the store. It was weird.
Grandpa was pop hunting so hard he had the meat sweats. That's what happened.
I'm surprised they didn't kick your smelly old ass out of there. Like I said before, when I wander in with my white beard, they go, "Are you lost? You finding something for your granddaughter, or no? I'm actually looking."
I
for
just
a
tell them the
Funko for
same thing
me."
all the time. I just tell them I'm looking for plastic bullshit. Could you put me in the direction of all your plastic bullshit? And then they go, "Oh, it's all over there."
The only thing I got this week, and I said before, it's not even mine. I got it for my daughter for Christmas, and she doesn't watch my show, so I can show it off here. It's a super deluxe Jack Skeleton and Zero.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
This, I think with my discount, it was like right around $34 for it, so I got that for her for Christmas. She'll probably open it up and set it up on her counter or shelf or something like that. But I don't think they had a Sally that was that tall, or I'd probably go out and order that too. But I mean, she is freaking huge. But
huge.
Huge.
It's crushed by a huge guy. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie or not.
It's a huge bitch.
Huge serial killer. Huge guy. I do have an empty box of the DY of mail, pop mail. Drew's in here.
Yeah, what's going on?
You need plastic? Or do you want to
No,
talk
no
about maybe your top 2-3 books this week?
I didn't actually pick up my entire pull list. I went hard at Baltimore, ran out of money, and actually was in Philadelphia on Friday night, drinking my face off with another group of friends. So that cost money as well. So I only picked up a few books. Picked up X-Men Black. Love the Apocalypse story in the back. Blasting the fuck out of this Chris Claremont garbage. That is the worst looking art I've seen in a long time with Magneto. I didn't even get through it. It was just like bleh, and I didn't have time for it. X-Men What If, picked that up as well. Domino's looking super hot on the cover. Cable looks badass as well. You open it up, the art is terrible, and I couldn't actually read through this either. Maybe I'll give it a shot, but it was ugly, so I didn't care. Walking Dead, they're still doing awesome stuff here. Dwight's kind of taking the turn, liking that. We're going to go ahead and stash that. Justice League number 9. Jimenez is doing the art. It's gorgeous. Snyder's telling a great story. Still loving this. The other cover is in my box. I'll end up picking that up eventually, but this is a stash right here. Probably my stash of the week. But I haven't, like I said, haven't really read much of anything Marvel at all, except for those X-Men books. Batman, the gold foil. I don't know why it's got gold foil. Why is it special? There's just a KGB stuff in here, which is pretty cool, but we're dealing with the fallout of Busted Dick. He's who knows where the hell that's going to go.
That's a sequel to Batman Damned. Busted Dick.
Yeah, exactly. And Adventures of Super Sons. Well, I'm still digging this. This is really great fun. So that's definitely a stash there too. So yeah, 2 really terrible X-Men books, and liking everything from DC, and then The Walking Dead was all right. I'll probably have some things to say about other things on Wednesday. So
what are you showing there, Mike?
The back of the Wonder Woman.
Oh,
it's so shiny.
It's just so shiny. Okay, let's talk about the giveaway. So
yeah, what are we giving away?
We are giving away Venom number 5, the scan variant. So I had 2 issues of it. 1 issue signed by Donny Cates, 1 issue is not. So we're going to pick 2 winners this week. I actually got something
Clayton Crean variant, right?
No, that's not. That's not. It's a scan or scan. I don't know what the hell.
No,
okay. No, that's not. What do you think? Just hold your horses.
I'm trying to hold them.
So 2 winners this week. Let's transition over here. I like a little transition once in a while.
I bet you do.
So I have in here our Patreon. Actually, Joe's in here. Joe's our so he is. Where is he? There he is. I was looking for Joe. It's under William. So we have 3 for him, 3 for Ted, 3 for Steven, 3 for Kevin, 3 for Jason, and 1 for Carson. So I will go up here. Let's roll the dice. We're gonna 3. So we're gonna go here. List randomizer.
If Joey wins, just send it to me. I will be sure he gets it.
Okay. So this first one will be for. I got to make sure I write this stuff down to get it correct. First book will be the signed book.
Jeremy said, "Where's his name?" Did he?
Or
he might be joking. I don't know.
On my list for the thing, it said that he had not signed up again for it. Can double check. I'll tell you what, I can go and throw him in there. Let me see here. Where's my other stuff?
He said he's supposed to be in there. He thought so. I don't know.
My pace. What's it gonna do?
I'm still looking at Mira's hips.
There we go. I'll add Trinity in here. So list randomizer. 3 times. This is for the sign book. There's 1. There's 2. Now, like if Ted comes up number 1, since he won last week, we'll roll one more time to see if anybody else won. 3. And Jason, Comic Misexplained, got the signed copy.
Comic Misexplained, congratulations, brother.
Didn't you guys meet him at Baltimore?
Oh, yeah.
We did. And he is...
Yeah, that dude's a douchebag.
Wait, wasn't that... He wasn't nearly as bad as that cock-blocking dude, that Pocan Joe, whatever the fuck that guy's name was.
Okay, so
what a piece of... Oh, wait. Oh, shit, he's on the show.
Yeah, so we'll roll twice for the not signed copy. Okay, so once...
Twice. 3 times a lady.
3 times lady. So here's once. There we go, Ted. And then again. Oh, and there's Pocan Joe. It's a winner of the copy that's not signed. So there are 2 winners.
I'm just as good.
Thank you guys for participating in our Patreon. We are currently looking for the next book to add in. I'm also working on some other stuff to give to our Patreon members for supporting, because I really appreciate you guys.
Pocan Joe's on that tier where he gave us enough money where he gets to be on the show. So
yeah, is that what it is? So,
my plan to work.
I do have some other stuff planned out. As soon as I get it figured out, I'll be sending everybody something who is a Patreon member for supporting us, because I definitely want to make sure you guys are getting appreciated as well. So with that, what else we got going on? Maybe I'll see Venom this week.
Yes, me and Joey did.
What do you guys think of Venom? The critics say it's a shit movie, but I don't know. What do you guys think of Venom?
The people that are saying that's a crap movie obviously do not understand comic book movies. They follow the same very similar tropes that you see. Superheroes, great in life, something bad happens to him, he gets to shit. All of a sudden, symbiote eats up his body and becomes a badass and super funny. All I'm saying is, before you judge the movie, get past the first 30 minutes, because it's the same shit that you hear. After the 30 minutes, that shit is hilarious.
I'm kind of in the middle with this movie. Huge Venom fan. I think the comedy was too much. And I don't know. I wish it tied into Spider-Man somehow. I know that's not going to happen unless, but it is a decent movie. I heard a rumor that all the Lady Gaga fans for A Star Is Born were submitting these horrible reviews to all these online websites they were pulling together just so Venom would not make money and A Star Is Born would. I don't know how true that is, but
I would not assume that was true at all. It's a different audience. Just because you're not going to go see Venom doesn't mean you're going to go see A Star Is Born.
See, Jeremy said that's a fact, sadly. Now, I'm not dissing the Star.
Wow.
Star Is Born. I will eventually see that as well, but Venom is a decent movie. It's not the greatest superhero movie that's ever been made, but oh well.
I'll go see it tomorrow morning after I drop my kids off at school. So definitely gonna be checking that out.
There is a middle credit scene, so if you want to hang out for that.
And there's a female Venom in it, and she is hot.
There's female Venom in there. The girl Venom, whatever her name is.
Stop spoiling it.
There is a woman that is a Venom in the movie. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
For like a split second.
Drew, you didn't see it this week. I know you've been busy with a lot of
No,
other stuff.
I really have no plans to see Venom.
Oh, really?
No, I'm in no hurry. I heard it was garbage. I said it was gonna be garbage. Rotten Tomatoes supports me in the fact that it's garbage, so I really don't need to see it. I will eventually, and I'll let you know how right I was then.
I believe we said it early on that a Venom movie would not work without Spider-Man being in it, and I see that. Venom's protagonist in this movie could have been someone a lot better than what they did, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, I'll see it eventually. I will not pay to see it, but yeah, we'll see.
Shirtless Comic Hunter is in the house.
Isn't that what you go by too? I mean, when you're a shirtless Funko Hunter, but when the AC is broken,
especially when the AC
out.
I'm gonna make a statement real quick about how I judge movies, just so I don't offend anybody. But Shirtless Comic Hunter said it's not garbage; it's a good ass movie. Lots of people said that about Batman versus Superman when that came out, and we'll wait and see what everybody has to say about that now. Same with Justice League. Same with X3. A lot of these movies are garbage movies, but that's neither here nor there. If you had a good time with it, and you enjoyed it, good on you. If I don't enjoy it, I will shit all over it. So just prepare yourself.
Yeah, I think I kind of have a fairly good feel for how good a movie can do. Like Justice League, when I saw it, I didn't see the trailer. I'm like, this is not going to be good. Same with Batman v Superman. A lot of those movies like that. It's like, God, dude, looks like crap. And maybe I have a bad attitude going into it and think it's going to be crap. So I don't know. Earlier this week, I posted, I guess it would be last week, I actually posted a survey on the Facebook page. It says, questions been asked quite a few times, who played the Joker best? Let's look at the Batman 66 and vote on the best Catwoman from the series. So there were 3 options: Julie Newmar, Eartha Kitt, and Lee Merriweather. Again, these are from the 66 Batman. We're not including Drew Barrymore. We're not including...
Drew Barrymore.
I'm sorry, Drew Barrymore. Gosh,
Did we include her?
Huh?
Did we include her?
No.
I mean, she wasn't Catwoman, but she'll lose. But we should
who am I thinking of? Gosh, dang it. The Catwoman.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. God, why did I think Drew Barrymore? God dang.
Halle Berry or Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer or one from the last Batman movie with
Horse face.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, whatever.
She's
so
she has a horse face. You think so? We should make a poll. Does what's her face have a horse face? Does horse face have a horse face? Make that the next poll.
So we had a total of 28 people participate. Hands down, Julie Newmar got it with 20 votes, and she was actually the first Catwoman from that Batman 66. Eartha Kitt only got 4 votes, and Lee Merriweather got 4 votes as well. I didn't actually vote on there, so it'd probably have to be Julie Newmar for me as well to see original Catwoman. I think Lee Merriweather was only in the movie, if I remember correctly. Jason Smith voted Eartha Kitt for sure. Every time I hear Eartha Kitt, though, I think of her from Emperor's New Groove. So,
God,
voice of Yzma. Alama.
Anne Hathaway wasn't an option. That's right. That's her name. That's Horseface's name. Does Anne Hathaway have a horse face? Let's go ahead and make that the next poll. I think that it was really, really hot in that movie Havoc, and if you haven't seen it, you should check it out.
That will be the next poll. Probably be the modern Catwoman. What's your favorite one? That we'll talk about it next week as well. So, anybody else got any news? Any more news before we bounce out of here tonight?
We got not Baltimore. We got Hampton Comic Con here in Hampton, Virginia, at the Hampton Convention Center. Right when you think I had no more Hamptons in me. This is one of your smaller Comic Cons, but usually you can find better deals at this kind of stuff. If y'all come,
you gonna stay across the street at the Hampton Inn?
Actually, there is a Hampton Inn across the street from me.
That's what I said.
If you all come down and let us know, either on the Blaster Station side or on mine, I owe you a beer. Because at the Comic Cons, it's not just what you get at the deals. It's the friendships and everything you do afterwards. I had a great time in Baltimore and Dallas. I think I might keep this as a habit. I don't know.
No more blocking at this little con. It's just too small of a con to be a little blocking for Drew.
Oh no! If Drew comes, I'm going to cockblock the shit out of him because that shit's
Yeah.
But
That's the way it goes.
if you think about it this way, Drew, he saved you money, right? I mean,
in
she
the
probably
long
would
run,
have charged
yeah.
$50, $60 an hour at least.
or
Right.
divorce.
I'm still paying for that first one right now, so let's not. We're not doubling
I keep
up.
forgetting that you've already gone through it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're dealing with it. We are in the process.
Does she get half of your Marvel figures? Is that part of the mediation? I want your Magneto. I want your Venom.
It'd be easier just to kill her. I'm not giving up my Marvel
hey,
Legends.
Hey, you better watch it. This is not evidence.
It's fine. Let's go ahead and put it down right now. We are not giving up Marvel Legends.
Okay. We better change to another subject quick. So I guess we do last minute shout outs and nobody else got any other news. Drew, I know you came in late, but do you have any shout outs tonight for us?
No, I'm not shouting out anybody. I'm here just for me.
You're here just for you. Selfish.
No, shout out to Paulie. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know what happened to him. He never got back and said,
I
hey.
started watching the show and he just stopped saying things and then disappeared.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he's mad at me. Do you think he's mad at me? Do you guys think? Guys, can we make that our next poll? Is Paulie mad at me? I don't know what I did, but yeah. No, support that Patreon. Get some really cool stuff coming up for you guys. Some more books and giveaways and pocket money for me. I like jingling and jangling. And
he needs to pay for a debt divorce.
I'm going to pick up some books this week probably and read those. So I'll be back in rare form next week. So expect that. And beyond that, expect the unexpected.
Okay, we will do that. Joe, how about you? Last minute shout outs. I thank you for first. Let me say thanks for coming on, jumping in. It's been fun and great having you on. Nice edition this week. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. And again, thank you to everybody in the chat for welcoming me. I get to play on my names. Trust me, I've heard them since kindergarten. Thanks for having me. Again, Blasting Stature Crew, thank you for having me on. Always a pleasure. Anytime, I'm always happy to do it. And this is a shameful plug for my own channel. By all means, it's Boot Can Joe. Come check us out because if you show up, you're pretty cool.
Free beer for everybody who makes a comment on his video. Mike looks so
I go commenting.
He looks so in a good place here, like he's watching My Little Pony and he's getting hugged from his special bear right there.
Where's she at?
Is magic.
Yeah. So I want to thanks Joe for coming on here. We got, like you said, we got Hampton coming up. And we are in the minute details of planning C2E2. Looking forward to that next year. Let's get through this year first. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Comic Smiths Explained, Jason Smith, Jeremy, and Shirtless Comic Hunter. We're gonna me and Shirtless Comic Hunter are gonna get together. I'm gonna go as Pantless Comic Hunter. Everyone in the chat, thanks for not watching The Walking Dead and coming out and hanging with us. And I'm gonna go play with my Barbie now.
Go hang out.
Hey, speaking of C2E2, before we jump off of here, I had a really, really killer idea about C2E2. I'm going to be reaching out to a few of you guys about, and hopefully we can get a lot more people to go. So beyond that, yeah, do your thing, Huey.
No, I was just saying you missed the conversation when Paul was talking about getting a cardboard cutout of Batman and cutting out his junk so you can put your own junk through to make a cardboard.
You know those things at carnivals,
Batman glory hole.
Yeah,
where you put your face, and you got like a different animal body or something. We're gonna have one with just a dick hole comes out, so you can stick your dick through that shit.
I think they call those glory holes.
Yeah, I think it is a glory hole. Who knows what's in his utility belt at that point? So guys, thank you for coming out. It's been a great show. Again, thanks Joe for jumping in. Paul, we lost Paul in the middle of the drive. Maybe he's just kind of bored of us. Said, that's it, we're done. So thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks everybody supporting our Patreon and Grass of the Winners, and we'll get those out to you as soon as possible. I'm going to go try to watch Walking Dead, I think, tonight. I don't get cable, but I'm going to figure out how to do it. So, whether you blast it or whether you stash it, happy reading.
Hey, Chad just jumped in the chat.
Uh-oh, Chad.
Shout out to Chad. Before we get out of here, shout out to Chad.
Oh, shout out to Chad. Yep, shout out to Chad.
Now, whether you blast it or whether you
blast it or whether you stash it, happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.